Hello, everybody. This is Dee from DeesCuteNCrafty, and I'm back with 4 more faith-based Easter decor pieces for you today. I'm super excited to get started. So let's get into it. I'm going to be using my Hello Hobby wax and my apple barrel white, some jute twine, one of the wooden crosses, Dollar Tree, one of the wood cubes, Dollar Tree, a little bead from my stash. This white fabric is Dollar Tree. Of course, tumbling tower blocks, Dollar Tree, reindeer moss, Dollar Tree, pool noodle, Dollar Tree, wood tray, Dollar Tree, lavender, light and dark, and hops, Dollar Tree. So pretty much everything Dollar Tree, you guys. This is so inexpensive and it is beautiful. This is a centerpiece that I'm going to be doing because one of my wonderful family members reached out and asked me, could I do some faith-based Easter decor? And I did. And then she said, well, I love what you did, but I still need centerpieces. So this is for you. Here's the centerpiece. We're just going to take that Dollar Tree wood tray and we're just going to stain it with a baby wipe and some Hello Hobby wax. That was not Dollar Tree, that was Walmart. Set that aside and let it dry. I also went down inside of the tray just a little bit in case you can see inside of it. And now I am going to take a piece of MDF. You guys know I like to do that. That's going to be a sign for our tray. So I painted it with the apple barrel white. I'm also going to paint my cross with the apple barrel white as well. And you guys know how I make these crosses. I've showed you before on the previous faith-based Easter decor video. And so I'm just going to make another one. Actually, I'm going to make 2 more. I have really gotten into making these wooden crosses with the tumbling tower blocks. They come out really nice and you can do so much with them. So we're going to make a couple more. I need them for this DIY and it comes out super cute. And oh, I want to say it's my favorite, but I'm not. It is gorgeous. I love it. It touches me, but it is not my favorite. If you want to know which one my favorite is, you're going to have to keep watching. And as always, comment down below. Let me know which one is your favorite of the 4 that I'm bringing you today. Now, they're all not faith-based, but a couple of them are. And then we just got some regular Easter in there for you. A little bit of something for everybody. That's what I'm doing today. So now that I've got my crosses made, I've wrapped them in twine. Again, you guys have seen me do this before. The only difference is I put a little stand on the bottom of the 2 wrapped in twine. And then I took my gator sander and I sanded around the white one just to expose a little bit of that wood underneath. I love things that are rustic. You guys know that about me. I have hot glued my little beads to the wood cube because that's going to give the cross something to lean against and to stand against. Stand on, lean against. Yeah, that's what I meant. I'm going to take some wood glue and some hot glue, and I'm just going to glue this to the center of this tray. This one is really adorable. It truly, really is. And it was a struggle for me to choose a favorite, but you'll see what my favorite is in just a little bit. So now I'm just going to take all of my crosses and get them glued to the center of this tray. I'm going to take my pool noodle and cut it up however I need to make sure everything fits nice and snug in this tray because I don't want to use glue. It just melts the foam or the pool noodle and it's just a mess. So if I can fit it in there real tight, I won't use the glue. Then I took my lavender and my hops bush and I just cut everything down to size the way I wanted it and stuck it in the pool noodle. And then I went back and I covered the pool noodle in moss. Now here you see I am making a braid out of some twine because we need to make the crown of thorns for that cross. And I wish I had some clove. I usually take whole cloves when I have them and then I hot glue them into the crown so that you actually have thorns in it, but I'm out. I don't have any. So this will do. Then I took my little piece of MDF and I sanded it and roughed it up around the edges, and then you'll see what I wrote on it in just a little bit. I'm going to take this white cotton fabric from Dollar Tree and just rip it so that I get a nice piece of it. I wanted it frayed and a little bit ragged. So if you just make a cut and then rip it, you get that. Now, white on white does not work for this because you can't see the fabric as well. So I just took some of my lavender paint. It's either Hello Hobby or Waverly. And I painted the fabric, and then I went to the sink and I rinsed it. I did not put soap on it. I just rinsed a lot of the paint out of it because I didn't want it to be hard. And that way, rinsing the paint out left it nice and flowy and pliable. Now I'm just going to write over my pencil marking, "He is risen." And then I'm going to take some wood glue and some hot glue and adhere this to the front of my table centerpiece. And this one is done. Absolutely beautiful. So for my subscriber who wanted a centerpiece, I hope that this works out for you. And I hope you recreate it. Thank you to everybody joining me today. You guys have been amazing. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you for your love and your support and for your kindness. Thank you for all the new subscribers. Thank you for the ones that have been with me for a while. Thank you for coming back. You guys make this all worth it. You make it so much fun to do. And I'm just going to keep on doing it. So if you like it, give it a big fat thumbs up so YouTube knows that you like it. They continue to share me out and my channel grows and I can keep doing what I love to do. Moving on to DIY number 2. You guys, I don't know why I was just sitting here like waiting. I think I filmed 2 different intros. So yeah, it is what it is. We're going to keep it moving. I'm going to start telling you what I got. I'm going to be using this wooden bunny head. I have some of the wooden eggs from Dollar Tree. I have some paper from Hobby Lobby, and that paper is called Bunny Head, which is appropriate because that's what's on it, and that's what this DIY is made with. I have one of the wood slats from Dollar Tree. I believe that's 12 inches. I have this beautiful egg ribbon, either Hobby Lobby or Joann's. And those are my various paint colors, and I pulled out all those colors because of the color of ribbon that I'm using. Those eggs in the ribbon are all of those colors you see over there. So that's why I am going to paint each egg in one of those colors to pick up the color in the ribbon. But we're first going to start with giving this bunny a coat of the matte finish apple barrel white paint. And we're just going to paint the top. If you look at this, you can see that it is raised, or it kind of has a groove going around it. So I'm just going to paint the top of it white and then go back around the edging with that ballet slipper pink from Waverly. And now you see me just painting all my eggs. And it's easier if you put the eggs or anything small that you want to paint on a piece of tape. That way you don't have to hold them in your hands and they stay still for you. Now that that's all sitting to the side, painted and drying, I'm going to take my bunny head craft paper. I love saying that. Bunny head. I'm silly, you guys. I've been up since 4 a.m. and I'm editing, and it's about 7:30. Yeah, 7:30 p.m. I have long days. Anyway, I digress. Let's get back to the crafting. I'm just going to take this paper and wrap it around this wood slat. I thought about painting it, and then I thought, nah, I don't want to paint it. I don't feel like painting everything in every video all the time. Let's use this craft paper. It is super cute and it will get the job done. So I'm just adhering it to the wood slat with my jumbo glue stick from Dollar Tree. Now that that's done, I'm going to go back in with my gator sander from Walmart and just make it nice and smooth and crisp on those edges. It's the best way to get that edge real neat. So I'm going to use my wood glue and my hot glue and glue down the bunny head and the eggs. Before I do that, I'm going to write the word Easter on these eggs. I'm going to do it in pencil first so that I can erase anything I don't like, and then I'll go back over it with my top-notch paint marker from Joann's, and we will darken everything up and make it more permanent. I also took my pencil and wrote the word happy on the front of the bunny. And now we're just going to go in with that paint marker and make it nice and crisp. Going to do the same on the eggs. I was sitting here and I was writing on these eggs and thinking to myself, you know, I'm so used to decorating a dozen eggs or 2 dozen eggs, dyeing them with my granddaughter and just having fun doing that. You guys, these wooden eggs may be the only eggs we decorating this year because eggs are too expensive. We're going to go to Dollar Tree and get some $1.25 eggs, and we're going to decorate those. She won't care. She will love it because she loves crafting with her Nana. So, yeah, that's what I think we're going to do. So now that I've got everything all painted, got my lettering done, just going in with my wood glue and my hot glue and getting it all glued down. This one, super simple and really cute. Definitely a project to do with the grandchildren. So because I changed my mind, because I was going to glue the eggs flat on the front of the sign with the bunny, I wanted them to sit on top of the sign. So in order to make that happen, I had to glue them to something. So I went in my stash and I got my little wood beads out. I glued one for each letter down that wood slat, and that's how we're going to attach these eggs. Going to give our little bunny a bow right at the ear, and this ribbon is wider than I need, so I'm just going to cut it in half, make a bow, glue it to the ear, and she's all done. And here it is, all finished. Moving on to DIY number 3, you're going to need some tumbling tower blocks. I have 4 of the small blocks from Dollar Tree, and then I will be using, I believe, 12 or 14 of the larger blocks that you can find at Dollar General. And thanks to Sherry, my lovely family member, you can also find them at Five Below. So this DIY is able to be made because Sherry told me where I can find the big blocks. I had some, but I didn't have enough. So thank you, Sherry. And this one, hands down, it stole my heart. This one is my favorite. I hope you guys like it too. So I'm going to be taking my tumbling tower blocks, the 2 little ones from Dollar Tree, and as you can see, I am gluing them one on top of the other. And now I'm just going to start placing my blocks where I need them. I'm going to use 2 of the big ones at the top, then you're going to come down and place 2 more. You've got the 2 small tumbling tower blocks after that. And then you've got 4 of the big ones on either side, and then 2 of the big ones at the bottom again. And here it is, you guys. We're going to make a cross. And now that we've got that all done, we're going to start hot gluing it together, hot glue and wood glue. This is inspired by a piece I saw on Pinterest and fell in love. There are so many different ways you could do this, and I made 3 of them, and I'm going to make so many more to give them away to friends and family for the Easter season. You can put your favorite Bible verse on them. You can leave it plain. You can paint it. You can stain it. You can put a piece of fabric behind it because the cross is hollowed out. So whatever you put behind it, of course, you're going to see. You could put lights behind it. Oh my gosh, the possibilities are endless. And my mind is just reeling with all the things that I can do. You could put your favorite gospel song on it in your own handwriting, which is what I did to the 2 that I made. But it blows my mind how simple this is and how much I absolutely I love it. I can't say enough about it. I'm going to stop talking. You guys just watch. It's just beautiful. You can make this as big or as small as you want it. You can use reclaimed barnwood and make it more rustic, like an old rugged cross, like the song. And you could put the words of the old rugged cross on that once you get it all glued together. If you use that old weather wood and just sand it down a little bit, I'm making more. That's all I can say. And this is a good centerpiece because it stands on its own. You'll see. So now I am going to give it a rough coat of this white matte paint by Apple Barrel. And then I'm going to go in and sand it because I want that wood underneath exposed. Wiping it with a baby wipe to take a little more of the paint off of it. And now I'm going in with my own handwriting, and I'm going to use every font imaginable that I can come up with that I can do without a Cricut. But how cute would this be if you wanted it to be more crisp and precise, to use your Cricut to make your words? My hands are my Cricut. You guys know that about me. So I'm just making it mine. I'm making it rustic, and I'm making it more homemade, that homemade warm feel that you get when things are truly handcrafted by hand, top to bottom. So that's what I'm doing, and I couldn't be more pleased with this. So I have the words to Tamala Mann's Take Me to the King, one of my favorite gospel songs. So I chose the part at the very beginning where it says, well, not very beginning, but close. Take me to the King. I don't have much to bring. My heart is torn in pieces. It's my offering. So that is why I chose to write that one on here, because I think it's just a beautiful saying. I think the words to the song are absolutely true. They ring true. They're real for me. And I just wanted it on here. So yeah, this one stays up all year round. Where in the world would I put it if I took it down? Take it down from where? It's going to sit out all year round. So I'm dry brushing it a little bit, and you don't have to do this part. If you want your words to be real crisp and clear, you don't have to dry brush it. But again, in my reveal, you'll see that I've done 2 other ones. I didn't do all 3. I just showed you how I made the first one. Here it is. Here's the reveal of the 3 that I've made for you today. And you can see that they're different, that they have different sayings on them. This is another song. This song I was actually listening to as I was making these. Just beautiful. Can't say enough. Absolutely beautiful. Moving on to DIY number 4 and the final one in this video, I'll be using some of the pink deco mesh from Dollar Tree and this ribbon, the pink burlap and the brown Easter burlap, also from Dollar Tree. These 3 bunnies came from Joann's. I won't be using them. They turned out to be too big for what I wanted to do. Zip ties are from Dollar Tree, paddle wire Dollar Tree, and that piece of MDF I won't be using either. And then this wreath form, of course, is the 12-inch or 14-inch? 14-inch from Dollar Tree. So all I did was take all of my ribbon, cut it down to the size I wanted, and you guys don't hate me. I eyeball everything. I didn't measure that ribbon. I just looked at it and said, that looked good enough. I am such a lazy crafter sometimes. I don't want to measure everything all the time. And I think I have a good eye for things. So I just, look at it and go, yep, that's going to work. And so that's what I did. So I cut all my ribbon down and then I dovetailed all the ribbon, and I did that off camera because I didn't want to bore you with watching me cut and dovetail all of that ribbon. There are 2 spools of the pink and 2 spools of the brown burlap that I used for this DIY, and I had a little bit left over, but I figured out how I could squeeze it in and use it anyway. So I just glued all those down. All of the brown ribbon went on the first ring, and then the pink ribbon went on the second ring. And you have to be careful with this burlap because it seeps through and you'll have a hot, gluey mess. So I just tried to use it as sparingly as I could and go down the seam, down the edge of the ribbon because it was the thickest where the wire is and the glue didn't seep through so badly. And now I'm taking my deco mesh and I've cut it all down off camera, eyeballed it as well, just to make some curls. And then that leftover brown Easter burlap fabric that I had, or ribbon, I cut those pieces in half so that I could put it with the curl. And then I took a zip tie and wired it to the wreath form. And it looked a little sparse to begin with, but as I kept going and getting more mesh and more ribbon on there, it filled in nicely. I was worried that you would see the black zip tie, but you really don't. So that worked out because I didn't have any white zip ties or any white Chanel stems. My Chanel stems are black too. Why? Because it's all left over from Halloween. That's why. But it worked out fine. So now I'm going to take my Waverly Ballet slipper. I mixed a little bit of red with it to make this pink a little darker so I can paint this wreath rail, is what it's called. And typically that's where you would put your deco mesh, on that wreath rail. But I'm letting it look like the bunny is sitting on a fence. So I didn't put the deco mesh on it because I didn't want to cover it up completely. I painted my bunny white using the same white chalk paint I've been using, the Apple Barrel Matte White. And then I wrote my own handwriting, hello. And because it was driving me absolutely insane because it wasn't centered, the word hello wasn't centered as well as I wanted it to be. At the end of the O, which you don't see in this video, but I went back and did it because I couldn't take it, I put a little wooden flower from one of the picket fence wooden flowers that the Dollar Tree has. I cut one of those off and I painted it pink, and I put a little wooden flower at the end of the O so it looks like it's supposed to be that way. Because I couldn't take it. My OCD was kicking in. I'm like, I don't want to redo it, so let's just fix it. So now I'm going to take my paddle wire after gluing one of the Dollar Tree mauve colored pom-poms to the bunny butt. And I'm going to take my wire and just wire this to the wreath, to that wire frame. Just going to go underneath the wire and come back over the wood rail and just twist it. I did it in 4 places and it is good to go. Just going to cut off that extra wire, add a little bit of hot glue to each little bit of wire so it doesn't scratch up my door. And it's done. So I simply added a jute cord to the back of this wreath so that it hangs up very easily. I thought about putting a bow on it, but then I thought, okay, where? There's so much going on with this wreath already. It didn't need anything else. So again, you don't see the little flower I put on there because it was an afterthought after staring at it, but I did even it out nicely. Hope you guys like it. Here's the final reveal of everything I've made for you today. It all turned out so pretty and so inspirational, and I'm still just touched looking at this. I love it. I hope you guys do too, and I hope you recreate it. It is super simple. It is super simple, and I just love the message. You could put on it anything you want, but this is what speaks to me. You guys, I've got so much more Easter decor coming up for you. I hope you're not getting tired or bored of it because I'm not. So I'm just going to keep crafting the things that I love and hope that you love them too. Again, thank you so much for joining me for this video today. You are a blessing to my life. I hope you know that. I craft because I enjoy it. It relaxes me. It's my happy place. And I craft hoping that you guys get inspiration and that maybe it's your joy and your happy place too. Don't forget to give this video a big fat thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know that you were with me today by leaving me a cross. You guys are amazing. Be beautiful. Stay blessed and safe. Craft something beautiful today, you guys. I will see you in my next one. Bye.